Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my preview of the Stoke versus Chelsea game, with the kickoff being tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. First of all, Louis has done a preview and oppositions analysis with the Bear Pit TV Stoke fans on this game. I'll link it in a card here, and you'll find it at the end screen as well. So click that to see what Stoke fans and the Stoke fan have to say about the game. But yeah, getting into the game and starting off with their opposition as I usually do. Stoke are currently 9th on 36 points, so I'm not doing too badly for them. They usually play with a 4-2-3-1, even though they have played a 4-4-2 against Manchester City in their last game. So I'm not 100% sure, but the guy from Bear Pit TV said, I just forgot his name, sorry, that he thinks they're probably going to go back to the 4-2-3-1. But yeah, to find out more about that, as I said, check that video out. For some reason, somehow, Joe Allen is the top scorer with 6 goals. First of all, 6 goals being the top scorer isn't so great. And also, I find it a bit confusing. But anyway, talking about the danger men, they're definitely Arnautovic. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but whenever I see any of their highlights or any of their games, Arnautovic pretty much always seems like their best player. Obviously, Crouch, if he does play, he hasn't played against Manchester City, but if he does play, he's always dangerous. He did score against us when they played us at Stamford Bridge in December. So you always have to watch out for him. And they have a kind of new young player from Egypt called Sobi, who, again, according to the Bear Pit TV, is a very good player and has been playing really well recently. So I have to watch out for him. I don't know anything about him, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, apparently he's really good. So I definitely have to watch out for him. The last 5 games, they lost 1-0 away to West Brom. They beat Palace 1-0 at home. They lost 4-0 away to Spurs. Then they beat Borough 2-0 at home. And as I said, last game they drew 0-0 at City, which is obviously a really good result for them. And also for us, because that meant we, went 10 points clear at the top of the table, which is obviously great. Coming to Antonio Conte's press conference, which took place earlier. First of all, he talked about Victor Moses, who picked up a calf injury against Manchester United, and that's why he had to come off. There was rumours that he was going to be out for at least 3 weeks, or about 3 weeks. But Conte said today he trained really well today. So that sounds a lot like he's going to start. But Conte said there are a few other doubts that have to be checked first before he decides his lineup. I don't know who he's talking about in that, and if there's going to be anyone that might miss the game tomorrow, I don't know. But usually when they say that, it's usually all of them are fit. Especially in our situation where we just have 1 game a week, and after the game now it's the international break anyway. So I'm expecting a full team. But yeah, it's obviously good that Victor Moses is alright, because we don't really have another right wing back. Could obviously play Azpilicueta there, but we don't have an actual right wing back other than Moses. He also said Stoke are not easy to beat at all. They're a strong, especially physically strong team, but they're also very good technically, which you'd have to agree with just looking at players like Arnautovic, who's massive but really good technique on him, good shots as well. Other thing he said, he's very happy to be the Chelsea manager, and there have been reports that apparently he's not happy because he wants more power on transfers, more control over transfers, and he said that's just not true, which I always love it when they just, bullshit rumours, like John Terry done, I think yesterday, where there was reports that, the subs like John Terry, Aki and Zuma had, were not happy at all with Antonio Conte for not being picked against Manchester United, and he just posted on his Instagram story the article of the Sun, a screenshot of it, and just put over it completely untrue, which I love when they do it. Everyone that's right in their mind would have known that that's obviously not true, but it's so good if players clear things up, and managers obviously. Then the last thing he really talked about was on Eden Hazard, because he is the most foul player in England and also in all top 5 leagues in Europe. Conte said he's not tall, but he's very strong and he's more than able to play in this league. Nothing new, no new information. We knew that. But that's really all the important things that Antonio Conte talked about. Obviously, talking about a lineup and my match prediction. If everyone is fit, like I said, I do expect. I think Matic will keep his place instead of Fabregas again, because like Conte said in his press conference, Stoke are a very strong team in midfield. And I'd play Fabregas because I think he's just a better player and he gives us a lot more going forward. I can't take and sort out all the defensive stuff anyway. And especially with three centre-backs, we should be all right. But I just have a feeling that he'll go with Matic again. Also, he had a decent and a good performance against Manchester United. So, I think he'll stick with Matic. So, my lineup, it's coming up now, would be Courtois in goal. Cesar Spilicueta, David Luiz, and Gary Cahill as the three centre backs. Marcos Alonso staying as the left wing back. Victor Moses, if he's completely fit, starting as the right wing back. As I said, the two central midfielders, N'Golo Kante next to Nemanja Matic, and the front three. I think they'll probably stay the same. Like who played against Manchester United with Eden Hazard, Diego Costa, and Willian. Me personally, I'd put Pedro in, but Willian, he played well against United. He almost scored. He almost scored twice, I think. So he had a good game. So why would you take him out? That's how it should work. If someone plays well, he deserves to stay in the team when they get a chance. So he'll probably stay in the team, and I'd be more than happy with it. But me personally, I'd prefer Pedro. Coming to my prediction, it's a really difficult one. Spurs have talked about the last 5 games. They don't necessarily score a lot, do they? The only time they've scored more than one was when they beat Middlesbrough 2-0. But, it's not like we've been scoring massive amounts of goal recently, but I'm going for a 2-0 victory. I hope we'll get a goal in the first half, and then they'll try to open up and, to get one back, and then we'll hit them on the counter, make it 2-0, and that be done and dusted, which would obviously be great. But yeah, that's really it from me. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. Your predicted lineups, your match predictions as well. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. We massively do appreciate that. Every new subscriber is getting us closer to a target of 30,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the game tomorrow. Up to Chelsea. And I'll see you next time.